Love is my choice. Love is my decision. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you love, 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 love. I wish you faith in yourself to reveal all that you've come here to be. Love is my choice. Love is my decision. Love is my voice. Love is my religion. Sing it out. Love is my religion. I wish you strength. I wish you courage. Wish you love, 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 love. I wish you purpose to create all your dreams and co-conspire with the light of your life. Come on. Love is my choice. Love is my decision. Love is my voice. Love is my religion. Let me hear you sing. Love is my religion. Your answers to eternity are always deep inside you. That freedom of expression is yours to choose or hide. Love is my choice. Love is my decision. Love is my voice. Love is my religion. Oh, love is my choice. Love is my decision. Love is my voice. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Oh, love is my religion. Love is. Sing it out, sing it out, sing it song. Love is my religion. Love is. Oh, love is my religion. Love is. Oh, love is my religion. Love is. Love is.
The New Thought Messengers, everyone. Well, hello. Hello. Happy spring. Happy spring. Welcome. So glad you are all here. Welcome to the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. I am Shannon OHurley. I am so grateful to be here with you this day that love has made. Welcome, 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 welcome to all of you. So this is the time in our service where we acknowledge that we are on the land of the Kalapuya people, and we affirm indigenous history, tradition, and sovereignty. This is also the time in our service where we have an opportunity to let you know, for those of you who may be visiting for the first time or are new here, that we are an inclusive, progressive, and compassionate spiritual community that is dedicated to spirit-led social action in the world and helping to make this world a better place for all people, for all creation. So welcome. I'm so glad you are here. And know that we have mindfully and we have thoughtfully created a place for you just as you are right now, this day, however you are. We are inclusive and we welcome all people, all faith paths, everyone is welcome here. So let's all take a nice deep breath as I invite our beloved practitioner, Sarah, forward for our opening blessing.
Thank you, Rev Shannon. Good morning, everyone. So I just ask everyone to do whatever each of you needs to turn inward. That can be closing your eyes or casting your eyes downward. And I'm just going to take my attention inward now and just acknowledge that there is just one presence, one power, one divinity, one light, moving through all spaces, all beings, lighting up my being now, and knowing that all that we experience now is held in divinity, is held in the sacred. And so we can simply just relax in gratitude for this uplifting experience and give great thanks to all the people who make this happen, knowing that God, Spirit, love, light is in all of it. So in that acknowledgement, I simply let it all be in deep appreciation for knowing this truth, for knowing our oneness, for knowing our connection that is always, always with good. And so in this knowing, I let it be, I bless it all, releasing it now, and so it is. And before we do our spiritual practice, I just want to acknowledge these lovely flowers today. These flowers were brought in by Bee and her partner Barbara, and they're here to honor the passing of Barbara's mother, Susan. So thank you so much for that, and what a beautiful, beautiful demonstration of your love. Thank you. So as we stay in this place of honoring and this place of just knowing, and as soon as I get this candle to work, oh no. All right, we can all just imagine the candle is lit. Thank you. And I'm going to invite you all now to join me in our time of spiritual practice. You can sing along if you'd like to, or just receive.
Love is. I am right here, right now, right here, right now. Love is. I am. Love is.
And so it is. I'd like to invite Rev Shannon back up for our new member induction.
That is so lovely. Isn't that spiritual practice lovely? Oh, it transports me. So, for those of you who may not know, a few times a year we have what is called a new member orientation, and this is when all of the staff and some members of the board, we all get together, and we meet with folks who are curious and want to know more about what we do here and who we are and how we are and why we do what we do. These are folks who gather and who decide that they want to learn more about what it means to become an actual member of this community. We have some very special celebrations in the life of this community every year, and one of them is becoming a member here. Because becoming a member of this spiritual community is an outward sign of an inner commitment to be a part of something that is bigger than all of us. It is a tangible step for those of us on the spiritual path. It is an agreement that simply says, yes. Yes, this is my spiritual home. Yes, I belong here. And yes, I am part of this beloved community. This opportunity is available for all of those online, wherever you are watching from, and all of those local who are here. And so today we get to celebrate and we get to love up our newest members who have made this commitment. And so I want to share with you our newest members from our online community. If we have those pictures, do we, Rebecca? Yes! Carol Scott and Kelly Bastian are members of our community from various parts of the globe. And now I would like to invite with them up to the front here, up to the platform, our newest members in person. As they make their way, I'm going to share their names. Susan Bertrand, Phil Bertrand, Kathy Deal, Pam Harp, John Harp, Sherry Lester, and Ron Lester. And I would like all of us to welcome them and all in this beautiful time together. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, 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 yes. We're standing for these beautiful ones. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And so now I invite all of us into a blessing. On behalf of all of those who have come before you, we as a community bless and honor and are so grateful for each one of you for your sacred yes, for your commitment to this beloved community, to the work, the holy work, the sacred work that we get to do, not only individually and in this community, but in the world. What a blessing it is to be part of something that is so filled with love, that is so filled with grace, that is so filled with spirit, with God. Each one of us is uplifted and is part of the ripple effect of good in the world. We give thanks to each of you for your sacred yes, for showing up and being in this community in this tangible and beautiful way. We say thank you, and so it is. Blessed be. Amen. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you so much. Thank you. You may step back to your seats now. Thank you. And now it is just my pleasure to welcome to all of you the one, the only, Darcy Bradley. Yay, Darcy. Hey, guys.
Put your empty hands in mine, and scars, show me all the scars you hide. And hey, if your wings are broken, please take mine till yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we're breaking down, we can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, love through it with you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, well, I'll walk through it with you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Yeah, you're all I never needed. Woo! In my heart, sometimes it's unclear why it's beating. And love, if your wings are broken, take my heart and use emotions too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. And no, truth, I guess truth is what you believe in. And faith, I think faith is half the reason. And I know love, if your wings are broken, where am I so yours can open too? 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we're breaking down, he can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, well, I'll walk through it with you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, well, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, well, I'll walk through it with you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. And I'll be your eyes till you can shine. I'll be your arms, I'll be your steady satellite. And when you can rise, well, I'll grow with you on hands and knees in line. I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find out, we can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, well, I'll walk through it with you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, well, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, well, I'll walk through it with you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Love, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Woo!
Yes, yes, I'm gonna stand by you. I love that song. I love you, Darcy Bradley. What a gift. What a gift. What a gift. What a blessing. Oh, that was so fun. That was so fun. You know, especially with so much that is happening in the world right now. And to that, I want to thank our beloved practitioner and ministerial student, Sarah Forbes, for her talk last week about play, the spiritual practice of play. For those of you who haven't seen it, I invite you to watch that. At one point, Sarah asked us, when we were young, when we were children, what was it that brought us joy? The first thing that came to me was dancing. It was dancing. And so, y'all, I'm going to be shaking a tail feather down here on Sunday mornings to bring in that spiritual practice, to bring in that play, and I encourage you all to do that. Dancing and singing was my thing, and being outside. Anything outside. You remember when we used to hop on our bikes and be gone for an entire Saturday outside with our friends? My best friend Lonnie, who is still so dear to me, being outside. I have found that one of the ways that I do that is I love to take walks outside, and especially here, for those of you who have not been to Oregon in the spring, you want to put that on your bucket list. It is so beautiful, isn't it? Everything in bloom and all of the shades of green. I mean, it's just extraordinary. I walk near our place, and there are trails, and it's just such a beautiful time for me to kind of be reminded by Mother Nature, you know, our interconnectedness, the ways in which we are all we are all connected. Mother Nature reminds me of that. And I was on my walk actually yesterday, and I was taking in all the beauty and the oneness and feeling into this connection with all that is. And I have to tell you, then a few thoughts popped up. A few thoughts popped up about things that happened this week that felt so opposite of the connection, you know. Watching a woman like Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson be so viciously attacked in such a racist way in her confirmation hearings to sit on the highest court in our land. That felt disconnected from the unity of all things. You know, the draconian ban on gender-affirming healthcare for trans youth and the anti-LGBTQIA plus legislation that seems to be cropping up in so many places, that felt disconnected to the oneness that I was experiencing. And so as I was on my walk, I will share with you what I do when these thoughts pop up as I bring it back to my breath. I bring it back to the breath, the one breath that we all share, the one breath that we share with creation, with each other, with our siblings across the world. I bring it back to the breath, each step at a time. I'm going to teach some of these practices in my meditation retreat that's coming up. A reminder for those of you who want to do that, the cutoff for registration is today. So I go back to my spiritual practices, and it's not always easy, you know? Spiritual practice has the word practice in it. It takes practice, right? And so I'm breathing, and I'm silently, as I'm walking, breathing, I'm just affirming, and I'm knowing the truth, and the thoughts are popping up, and I'm going back to the breath and affirming the oneness, and I'm speaking silently as I do to spirit, you know, with spirit. You teach me, show me this oneness. Remind me of this oneness, God. Remind me of the interconnection amidst all of this divisiveness right now. Remind me. And I looked up, and there it was. There it was. So, this July, I will have been in this position, in this job for 3 years. Can you believe that? 3 years this summer. Thank you, sweetheart. 3 years. Well, I have to tell you, I have been walking. I walk, a lot, and there's this one particular path that I go, and the whole time I have walked, there has been a house that has been under construction. And it sort of started to be a little bit of a running joke for me, like, is it still going to be under construction? Well, there it is. It sure is. And blessing it as I would pass. And one of the things that was so interesting about this house that drew me in, first of all, it's on a corner lot. So it's got all this space, and it had all kinds of trucks and gravel and all the things. And I would say 7 times out of 10, because I like to walk in the early evening, 7 times out of 10, this lovely couple would be sitting out in their front yard in the middle of all of this, sort of with the makeshift table and little plastic chairs, and they would be having their supper, or they would be sitting out there, and they would be greeting passersby. They would be in the front yard, and with the most friendly, kind, and there were times where I knew that they were meeting people for the first time. You could feel that energy, and through masks or what have you. For a period of time, they would be kind of where their yard was, and the people would be on the street, and now how many kids do you have? And it was really sweet. Lovely people. Well, I'm having this experience on my walk. I'm doing my best to remember the oneness. I'm praying, affirming oneness, and I see their house. And the remodel is complete. Now I want you to imagine something. I want you to think about the most beautiful backyard deck you could imagine, right? Just like one step up, wooden, with sort of built-in seating, a huge table with a big umbrella, gorgeous, barbecue and beautiful sort of conversational area with a fire pit and beautiful, colorful cushions. I mean, gorgeous. Plants, beautiful. Sliding glass door. They put that backyard deck in their front yard. What? I've never seen anything like this. I stood there, and you can hardly see their front door because it's a sliding glass door, and literally this deck goes out to like halfway to the end of their lawn. It's that big. And on the side, it's a corner lot, and on the side there's like an area for like volleyball and beautiful flower beds. It looks like a park, really, is what it looks like. It's their front yard. Exactly, oh my goodness. I stood there, and for a second I was like, what is that? What is that? I mean, that is really flipping the bird at convention. Right? And then I got tears in my eyes. And I went, oh, that's the answered prayer. That's the demonstration. That's Spirit saying, we can do this. There are people who are reaching out to create community in this kind of way. That was the demonstration of our connection. That was the demonstration for me in that moment, that despite all of it, the divine promise for all of us is that we are a part of community, and we have an opportunity to extend ourselves, our hearts, our welcomes to everyone. Back deck in the front yard. How cool is that? How cool is that? Yeah. Margaret Wheatley wrote, "Our seemingly separate lives become meaningful as we discover how truly necessary we are to each other." How truly necessary we are to each other. And the sooner that we understand this, the sooner we will have peace in our lifetime. Because we, my friends, we are pack animals, you and I. We are an interdependent species. Species cannot live alone. All life needs other life to survive. We see that in Mother Nature. We see that all the way down to the microorganisms, even microbes, which are 1/10 the size of a human cell, live in what scientists call communities. Microbes live in dense and diverse communities in order to survive. They rely on one another because the vast majority of microbes cannot produce all the nutrients that they require just for themselves. My talk today is called The Divine Promise. Together we thrive. Together we thrive. You know, I think over the past 2 years, we have learned this in the most profound way. You know? That the only way to truly thrive is if we do it together. We were isolated, we were apart, and even for the most introverted among us, it was unnatural, and it was so sad. We are here at this time on earth to be together and to care for each other together. Are you with me? Yes. So there's a teaching in the Talmud. When you save a life, you save the entire world. And I remember when I first heard that, when I first heard that teaching many years ago, I was young, and I thought, well, that certainly doesn't apply to me. I don't work in an operating room. I don't have someone's life in my hands, right? I didn't really understand it. And then I lived a little bit of life. And then about 10 years ago or so, I was in our lobby, and a gentleman came up to me after service, and I could tell he was trembling with emotion, and he was nervous to speak to me. And as he began speaking, he introduced himself, his eyes filled up with tears, and he said, "You know what, I just want you to know something. Over a year ago, a while ago, I walked into these front doors with the thought in my mind that I wasn't sure that I wanted to live. And he's standing in front of me. And tears are streaming down his face. And he said, I want to thank you for this place. I want to thank you for this community, he said to me, because this community, this place, this message gave me hope. Yeah. Yeah. It gave me hope, he said. You know, when he was sharing with me the kindness that he experienced here, and that he left with this glimmer of hope which grew, and then he got help. And our message of unconditional love was transformational for him. And what I can tell you is he is not the first person who has had that experience here or anywhere in any place where two or more are gathered. You never know, my friends, how your kindness or even how your presence will make a huge difference in someone's life. And this has a huge ripple effect, you know, a huge ripple effect. Our hello can save someone's life. Speaking of this ripple effect, I wanted to share with you, this is our last week of Women's History Month. In 1945, an all-black Women's Army Corps unit made up of 880 women, nicknamed the 688, was the only all-black, all-female battalion to serve overseas during World War II. These women survived, you can see them there, they survived a rocket explosion and Nazi U-boat encounters. They were tasked with overcoming a massive backlog of all things of mail. These women went overseas and sorted millions of pieces of mail during World War II. They spent months in unheated warehouses sorting through packages and clearing a 6-month stockpile in just half the time. Their motto was, no mail, low morale. The U.S. military was segregated at the time, and the women of the 688 endured racism and cruelty despite their incredibly valuable service to this country. And I am so happy to share with you that this month, after 8 decades, these brave women are finally being recognized and awarded with the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest congressional honor. Yeah. Colonel Edna W. Cummings said, "Their service will never be forgotten as soldiers and trailblazers for gender and racial equality." And this story made me think. It made me think about the difference that they made, that I'm sure they didn't even probably necessarily know. When you save a life, you save the world. Can you imagine the soldiers at that time receiving one piece of mail, that piece of mail from their loved one that gave them hope, that helped them continue on, What a difference they made for all of those soldiers. His Holiness the Dalai Lama wrote, "It is because our own human existence is so dependent on the help of others that our need for love lies at the very foundation of our existence." Our need for love lies at the very foundation of our existence. The greatest call for every single one of us is to, as it says in the Christian Bible, love one another. And this concept, this teaching is found across all the major faith traditions: Hinduism, Judaism, Islam, Sikhism, the Baha'i faith, Buddhism. Love one another. That's it, my friends. I believe that is a huge, if not the biggest reason we have all incarnated here at this time, to love one another. And one of the greatest ways that we can do that we can love one another, is to be of service to one another. To be of service, to help one another. when we help or we support another human being in whatever way, big or small, if that is simply showing up being undefended with kindness, or saying hello as someone walks into the building, or a loving hello in the chat box as our beloved online community joins the service. Whatever that is, when we commit to being awake enough to do our part, to be love in the world, when we metaphorically move the back deck to the front yard, we are being love in the world. Yes? Yes. Yes. This is our true nature. This is who we are. This is who we really are. Despite all the divisiveness, this is who we are. The poet Nikita Gill wrote, "Kindness is the greatest endangered thing, and here you are, existing, your heart so full with it." Kindness is the greatest endangered thing, and here you are existing, your heart so full with it. For those of you who might not know, I have a background in social justice and peace building work. That is really the foundation of my life's work and the ground of my ministry here at New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. And it was inspired by the life and the example that my parents led and continue to lead. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. And as such, my mom has many friends all over the world, activists all over the world. And I met a gentleman who actually is a diplomat in Ireland. And I became aware of his work through his relationship online with my mom and all the great things he's doing in the world. He actually just took a convoy to Turkey to work for peace in Ukraine. And he has actually been working in humanitarian efforts in Ukraine from Ireland and for many years. And so, of course, when the invasion happened, he kicked into high gear. And I received an email from him, and he let me know that his focus of work was on helping to get the humanitarian aid workers who, to use his phrase, are on a kill list, out of Ukraine and to safety. There's a very specific group of people that he and his organization, through diplomatic efforts in Ireland, are trying to get to safety, that he's been working with for many years. And he emailed me and he let me know of two women, Irina and Yevgenia, and each of them have a daughter who are 4 and 6 years old. And he said that he was trying to get them out, and he was able to arrange through diplomatic channels a place in Ireland for housing and for food that could guarantee their safety. But all they needed were the airline tickets. If these women and their daughters could make it to Poland, to make it to Warsaw, Poland, to get there through the country safely and get to Poland, and they could get airline tickets, they could get them to safety. And so he asked if our faith community would be willing to sponsor their plane tickets. Now, Ryanair and many of the airlines over there have lowered the prices of their tickets to try to help refugees. And for 4 of the tickets, it was like $700. I mean, that, and to get from Poland to Dublin, that was quite a discount. So I finished reading the email, and he sends me their pictures. And I immediately pick up the phone and I call Reverend Sally. Reverend Sally is our minister emerita, and she is the director of our circulation team. We have beautiful people on our circulation team, our tithing team. And everything that you give here, 10% of that goes to organizations that are living our values out in the world. And I called her and I got about 2 sentences out about these women and their daughters and trying to get to, we didn't know if they were going to even get there, but trying to get there. And she said, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I know my team. I know that they would want this. I know that our community would want to sponsor these families. And because he said, look, if your community says yes, if you can just buy the tickets, buy the insurance, because they might not make it. But if you can buy the tickets. They will go to the airport and pick them up there. So Reverend Sally says yes. I call B, our finance manager. I get barely 2 sentences out. She says, I'm on it. She's on the phone for over 3 hours trying to get tickets. Every time she would look up and get tickets, they would be sold. They were going so quickly. We even got a confirmation, and we lost it because there's such a great need. And then she got the tickets. Thank you, B. And then my next thing that I did was I emailed the practitioners. And I said, please pray for these women and their daughters to get them to the border. Well, they made it. They made it to Poland. They made it, and they sent a video, and I want to share that with you now.
Thank you very much for your support, for your actions, actually, for your invitation. And it's a great pleasure for us to feel that they are part of Europe. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. And now we have a chance to save our life, and our husband stayed in Ukraine to fight for our independence, for our freedom. And I know that Europe and Ireland and all the world is standing with Ukraine. Sorry for my English. My voice is shaking and my hands are shaking, but I still can't believe that we are safe. We came to Poland yesterday or the day before, and there is so much love and support from everywhere, from every person in Poland. We have now a safe place to stay, to sleep, before we will have a flight to Dublin. And also huge hugs and thank yous, 1,000 thank yous for you who helped us to get the tickets to Ryanair's flight to Dublin. Thank you so much. It's like a dream. My children, my daughter and her friend. Here is my daughter, and here is her friend, and they are playing now. They don't know nothing about the war, and it's very, very important. I don't know how to say more thanks, and to be more thankful. We will come to Ireland in a few days, and I will hug everyone. Just thank you for saving our lives. When you're saving one life, you're saving the world. Just thank you. I will start to cry. I will try not to cry, but guys, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Your love makes a difference. Small ways, big ways, your love, your kindness, your compassion, your dedication to living our values out in the world makes a difference. And we all get to be a part of this ripple effect of good in the world. That is what we are up to here. Each one of us individually and collectively. So let's go out into our week. Let's love more, my friends. Let's love more. Let's pray. I invite you to take a deep breath in. Just taking the energy of Irina and Yevgenia and their babies into our hearts, taking into our hearts all of the Ukrainian people, affirming that love, God, the strength of grace itself is beating in their veins. That this one power, this one love, this one light that is God is with them just as it is right here with us, just as it is in every corner of the world that is experiencing any kind of separation or violence or illness. That there is a love that is so palpable and so powerful at the center of them, that it is a healing force, a balm of peace on the breath. I allow this prayer to be a beacon of light to all of them and to all of our family members, our friends, wherever they may be, celebrating this life, doing everything we can to help and celebrating the God, the love, the good, and the goodness that shows up in all the places, in all the ways, big and small. What a blessing it is to be part of this community. What a blessing it is to bring new members into this community, new life into this community, celebrating its continual growth and vision and mission in the world to help make a world that works for all people everywhere. And so from this, I bless all people everywhere, all those who gather in their homes, who gather in churches and mosques and ashrams and temples and synagogues and circles and paths in Mother Nature, recognizing that we are all part of this one human family and we are all blessed by each other. And just by being here, by showing up, we save each other. We move each other to a greater place of hope and of love. I am so grateful for this knowing. I am so grateful for each beloved here. I am so grateful for this life. I am so grateful for this love. So from this place of grace, I allow it to be with such gratitude, with such thanksgiving. I'm so thankful for this and for so much more. And I say, and so it is. Blessed be. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, beloveds. So, thank you. So this is our, let's take a deep breath. As we move into our time of conscious giving, our time of paying it forward. And we have such a special announcement. Yes, ushers, please come forward. We have such a special announcement today because we have mindfully, for the past 2.5 years, not had a pledge program because we were moving through the pandemic. And we are going to do it because we're going to do more good in the world like what you just saw. Isn't that great? Yes, yes. So this is our pledge program. We're starting it today. We're going to continue for the next couple of weeks. You have in your pews there a card you can fill out, and online you can go on our website and fill out a pledge for yourself. The way that we do all of this is only through your gifts. It's like, PBS. We're a nonprofit. This is how we do it. What you give us allows us to do what you just saw, allows us to do good in the world, allows all the programs that we have here, education and children's program and our social justice program, the local social justice program that we do, all the things. So if you're already a pledger, I invite you to re-up it, consider what is yours to do, recommit. If you're brand new, I invite you to consider what is yours to do. For those of you watching online, we don't pay for advertising, Think about maybe what you pay for Netflix. Think about the value that you receive here each week, and I invite you into the sacred spiritual practice of giving and of circulation. So, with that, I want to thank you for considering how you value and how you will uplift this community. We base our budget on your pledges, so thank you. And now, I would like you to take your gift out for this service, for this week. Whatever that may be, you can text to give, or if you mail in a check, whatever that is. And just energetically or physically, I like to place that gift on my heart as together we say our blessing. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you so much. You can place your pledge in the baskets as well, either here or on your way out. Thank you.
Please welcome back Darcy Bradley.
When you're down and troubled and you need some loving care, and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call on my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. And winter, spring, summer, fall, and all you got to do is come, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you grows dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind begins to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear me knocking on your door. You just call my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Yes, I will to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is come, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Well, ain't it good to know you've got a friend, and people can be so cold. They'll hurt you, they'll desert you, and take your soul and you let them go, but you don't let them. You just call my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Yes, I will to see you again. Oh, yeah. Winter, spring, summer, and fall, and all you got to do is come, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Just know you've got a friend. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? You've got a friend.
Thank you.
So beautiful. Thank you, Darcy and the New Thought Messengers. So I have just a few quick announcements for you. We have our meditation retreat coming up at the end of April, and today is the last day to hold your spot, to register. And I want to just share a little bit about this retreat and why we're offering it. There's a myriad of science that points to meditation improving our quality of life. We know it reduces stress, controls anxiety, promotes emotional health, and supports a positive outlook on life. Meditation can increase attention span, improve memory, mental quickness, as well as improve our sleep. Meditation also lowers blood pressure and can help to control addictive proclivities. Excuse me, that's a new word for me today. And chronic pain. But perhaps even more important, meditation creates the opportunity for more self-love, compassion for others, and supports our relationship with the divine. There are many, many forms of meditation. Rev Shannon has created something very special and timely for us. She is a seasoned meditation teacher and brings her heart and skill to a sacred time together. Our first annual all-gender meditation retreat is April 29th through May 1st. You will have the opportunity to learn all kinds of meditative techniques and discover what works best for you. And I will be bringing yoga to you on Saturday and Sunday mornings. I'm really excited for that, so for those of you who are interested. So again, the registration cutoff is today, and you can register online or outside of service for $75 to hold your spot. That's what it takes to hold your spot, and there are payment plans if that also supports you. Space is limited, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited for the meditation retreat, and I hope that you all join us there. We are relaunching our recovery program. It's called Spirituality in Recovery, From Numbing to Empowerment. The relaunch is happening April 3rd in person from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. every Sunday morning. And also today we have our community meeting. That's today, Sunday, March 27th at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are having it in this sanctuary, or you can join us online, and the Zoom link is on our website. And now I'd like to invite our practitioners to stand, all of those wearing stoles. These are our wonderful practitioners that are here to support you in prayer. So if you'd like to have prayer today, you can see them right outside. Or if you would like to have prayer online, you can also join and have prayer online. Just go to newthoughtcsl.org to find that link. And now I welcome Rev Shannon back up for our closing blessing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm going to invite our practitioners to make their way outside so that they are in place for you for prayer. I just want to take a moment and acknowledge our online spiritual family who have joined us this morning today from Arizona, California, Oregon, Colorado, Nevada, Germany, to name a few places. We're so grateful for you, and we feel your love right here in this room. I can't wait for the community meeting. It's going to be wonderful. It's a brand new kind of community meeting. We're very excited to share it with you. So please, 12:30, join us here and online. And while you're outside, register for the meditation retreat. It's going to be marvelous. With that, let us together say our final blessing. As you can, I invite you to please stand. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light until we meet again. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Mwah.
And I let go.